Hi, everyone. All right, let's do this. Welcome to Ring the Bell. And this is our ninth episode. And this is our first episode since we launched the Ring token. So if you missed the news, yesterday we launched the Ring token and it's now available. So for those who are part of the Ring community, before we begin, I'd like to remind you all that you can now start claiming your tokens. So the points claim page is up in our Ring website, and the points token redeem page is also up in our website. So that's a quick reminder before we begin the space. By the way, this is Jay Bond. I am the Ring BD, and I am the one behind the Ring Protocol account today. And joining me is my co-host, also from the Ring team, is Pancake, and I'll pass it on to her in a bit. But before we begin, for the Ring community, we'd like to remind you that while the points claim is already starting, there are still opportunities for you to increase your role in the Ring Discord for future perks. So, by participating in this AMA, by posting question in our channel in Discord for this AMA, or by asking live here in the AMA, you can get points, or as we call it, engage points. And you can use this to buy future roles in the item shop and Ring. So that's 10 engage points when you post in Discord, and that's 20 engage points when you ask live here in the AMA. So that's about it for quick reminders from my end. And I'd like to pass the mic on to my co-host Pancake for the introduction of this space and our guest project for today.
GM everyone, Pancake here, and welcome to Ring the Bell episode 9. So, Ring the Bell is our bi weekly space featuring builders and also Ring's partners. And today we're very happy to feature one of our partner exchanges, Bitget Wallet. So, Bitget Wallet already has 20 million plus users, and they aim to empower users to own and trade coins across multiple chains. So we're very excited to hear from them today. So Jay Bond, would you like to introduce to us our esteemed guest from Bitget Wallet?
Thanks, Pancake. It will be my pleasure to introduce to you guys our guest from Bitget Wallet. So, welcoming Darren, the content team lead for Bitget Wallet in this AMA. Darren, welcome, and how are you?
Hey, thanks everyone for having me. Good to speak to you, Jay Bond. I think we spoke previously for some events in the Philippines. Hoping we can maybe make some of those Philippine plans come true very soon. But yeah, thanks so much for having me, Pancake and Jay Bond. My name is Darren. Thanks for the amazing introduction. But yeah, I started out as a content writer in Big Wallet last year. And I basically soon got rotated to the content lead. I got filled into a PR manager role, and now I am basically the DeFi lead for memes, as well as the token growth lead for the BWB token, which is, of course, our native wallet ecosystem token for Bitget Wallet. And yeah, definitely, I think wallets have a very long way to go. Right now, although everyone is very familiar with wallets like MetaMask, like Phantom, like Trust Wallet, Coinbase Wallet, I still think that the limitations of the wallets in Web3 are not fixed just yet, and we are still experimenting with a lot of new features that can be added and basically trying to challenge the stereotypical notion of what actually constitutes a wallet, which is what we at Bigger Wallet are trying to do, always trying to produce innovative new features to really bring more use cases and value to users on Web3.
Thanks for that, Darren. Funny that you mentioned about our previous conversations and our attempts to do something for the Philippines. We are actually collaborating with BitGet Global. And we will be having an event for the apes here in the Philippines next week. So that's something that I can share. But yeah, obviously also looking forward to collaborate with the BitGet Wallet potentially for future engagements as well. And in this AMA, you guys in the audience will be able to hear what's the difference between like BitGet Global, which I mentioned, and the BitGet wallet, which is where Darren is working right now. So those are that's one of the things that we'll be discussing for this AMA amongst all the other things that they're building. Obviously, excited about the meme coins and stuff. And yeah, I think that's one of the hot topics as well in the space. So, again, Darren, thanks for joining us. Can you share more about yourself and how did you end up being part of Bitget Wallet?
Yeah, of course. So I think wallets as a whole, like I mentioned, are still pretty nascent still, even though they've been around for basically the beginning of DeFi in Web3, because wallets ultimately still serve as an access point to perform your on-chain activities in Web3 and in crypto. But I do think that wallets have to evolve way past that. And this evolution has to take, in my opinion, two primary fronts. The first is on security, right? Because while wallets, are always trying to ramp up security measures, we've seen the advent of MPC technology, keyless wallets, AA wallets. I think these kinds of technologies, while definitely necessary, are still not entirely sufficient to help cover and ensure that users are safe in the world of Web3, especially because it's decentralized, because risk is aggregated and diluted across lots of different people. There's no one centralized mechanism for users to really get their wallets restored if they really have to, unless you resort to a centralized option, in which case it's probably a centralized exchange like a SEX. For decentralized and non-custodial wallets, I do think that there's still a very long road ahead for them. For Bitget Wallet, what we are trying to do is to always build up our security parameters. We have something called the Get Shield 360 security parameter, which helps to basically encompass security at almost every stage of the user journey, from onboarding to wallet creation, to trading, and then even post trading as well. So, for instance, one key aspect of the 360 Get Shield parameter is a $300 million user protection fund that we've allocated and set aside for users to compensate users if they encounter any breach of security or loss that is on the part of us. So, if in the unlikely event that that does happen, we do have reserves set aside to help compensate users for these scenarios, which is basically our commitment and our promise to our users, to try and keep their assets safe. Another aspect of evolution for wallets is about features and about functionality, right? Because previously wallets were seen, and probably are still seen, as an avenue of asset management and asset storage. But I do think that in the future, this narrative has to be challenged, right? This narrative has to be broken out of, because wallets nowadays are, because of the sheer importance and reliance that users have on wallets do have a prerogative to bring new use cases to users. And what do I mean by this? So if you take a closer look at what Bitget Wallet is doing, you'll observe that we are moving way past just asset management. So while we're doing the fundamentals right, we're also expanding our resources into R&D, into different aspects of DeFi, such as, for instance, Launchpad. We do have staking, dApps, even inscription mining is something that we have on our wallet application itself. And this is just to name a few of the overall DeFi functionalities that we have on Bitget Wallet. And we're going to be talking a little bit more about this maybe later on, about the Bitget on-chain layer, which is something that's very exciting, something that's very new and being rolled out, I think, last month. So tons of new functionalities coming to Bitget Wallet on the DeFi side of things. And I think this is the right direction that we want to pursue, right? It's not just about serving as an entry point for users into DeFi, into Web3, but also catering to the dynamic and evolving user needs as they come and go. So, for instance, when we saw that the Blast ecosystem was taking off, we were one of the first few wallets to integrate Blast ecosystem dApps, as well as connection to the mainnet and testnet on our Bitget wallet itself. We did the same for inscriptions when Ordinals and BRT20 and even ETH came about. We were one of the first, not just wallets, but platforms in the industry to provide secure connection to these websites, right from the seamless accessibility from Bitget Wallet. So if you think about it, we're moving away from the traditional notions of asset storage and management, and more towards DeFi and a DeFi array, I would say, to really access the world of Web3 right from your wallet. And I think that's something that we are trying to build, something that we don't really see other wallets out there really putting a lot of resources into building. So I'm very happy to say that Bitget Wallet users out there can really celebrate, especially if they're into DeFi exploration and DeFi interaction. Bitget Wallet is really the wallet for you.
Thanks for that, Darren. You've shared with us some of the key features of the Bitget wallet and how it really differs from other exchange wallets out there. So, Can you share with us like some key stats for Bitget Wallet today, such as the daily average users, monthly average users, volume, and such?
Yeah, of course. So we offer cross-chain support for over 25 different chains. We have mainnet support for over 100. We also have a dedicated dApp browser and NFT marketplace. And in terms of the global users, we hit our 20 million user milestone earlier this year in January. So very happy about that. We're hoping, 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 hoping,